Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day 77 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. A bicycle trip across America to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, Celebrate Recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you and talk to you and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So I'm here in Rush Center at the city park. I had a great night's sleep last night. I think I woke up in the middle of the night, like 2 to 3:30 or something, to check and make sure that yesterday's video uploaded well, and looked at Facebook and kind of just laid around before I went back to sleep. But I was able to get up early, so I hope I'll be able to make some decent miles today. I think I've got 31 miles to go to get to Great Bend, where the bicycle shop is, and Todd, who has graciously offered to help me out on his off day. And then after that, it's 56 miles to the next place. So I don't really know if this is going to be an 80-mile day. That would be the longest I've gone yet on tour. I've done a 100-mile century with Christian Casalo back at home, but I wasn't loaded down with square panniers. So, can I do it? I'm sure I can. Am I going to? Probably not. What I may end up doing is staying in Great Bend tonight, depending on how long it takes in Great Bend, and then go ahead and move on down the next day to 56 miles and kind of catch up those few miles that I'll be short. But the sky's the limit with today. I've got, looks like good winds, looks like good temperature, looks like everything's good for today. So I'm just going to roll with it and see what happens. And yeah, you'll see more of that right about now. This is the strangest cloud formation I've ever seen in my life. It goes all the way across the sky, but it's a sharp line where it's cloudy and where it's blue. It's really neat. Alright, so I made it to Golden Belt Bicycle Company. I stopped at Arby's here in town and ate some lunch, and got with Todd on the phone, and he is headed this way to come help me out with the pedal. And so I looked up in the area. There's a Baptist church that Kyle told me about yesterday, and I talked to Todd about it, and he said he'd give me the info on it whenever he got here. But I think I'm gonna stay there. Those hills were huge. Like, I had to slow way down to cover that 6 or 7 miles of hills. Again, it wasn't too bad. It was actually kind of a nice swap up from just flat to being able to coast a little bit after I got done with the hill. But either way, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and call it a day here for sure, because I just don't want to get out into the middle of nowhere. It's 4 o'clock now. If I was to head out and try to make it to 56 miles from here to the next city, I could just be on the side of the road somewhere and have, you know, nowhere to go. So I'm hoping that there's at least an electrical outlet at the church where I can recharge my batteries. But I'll know all the info for that in just a little bit, and I'll keep you posted right about now. Right, so I ended up making it here to Central Baptist Church in Great Bend, Kansas. So it turns out that Great Bend wasn't actually on the Transamerica Trail until last year. When I was talking to Todd at the bike shop earlier, which, by the way, he did really well with this. These are some Shimano pedals. 20 bucks. Just some used pedals that I can clip into so I'm safe and sturdy. I can still use my Converse if I need to. But yeah, thankful for the bike shop there. But yeah, so at the bike shop, Todd was telling me that they're still trying to figure out everything in this town with the Trans-America Trail Riders. Because, you know, since it wasn't on the map until last year, everybody's coming through and they're like, what do we do here? There's, you know, it's 30 miles that way and then it's 56 miles this way. You know, a lot of people can't make it 86 miles in a day. And so, the church here has had kind of a little setup anyway, but not for bicycle campers. They have like a bicycle workshop and this little bicycle workstation, and they had picnic tables. And so they came in and they installed this electrical outlet, and essentially the church is, I guess, going to eventually be on the maps. And from what Todd was telling me, they're going to try and possibly make some kind of, you know, bicycle-friendly area, like specifically for bikers, whether that's an indoors thing or whether that's an outdoors thing. They're still trying to pray through it and figure it out. So really neat, though, that this just kind of happens to be here when I didn't think that anything was here at all. Plus, it freed up some money from the hotel from, you know, that I was going to have to get yesterday if I had made it this far, that Jeremy Kinder had donated for. Now I was able to use some of Jeremy's donation for the pedals, which I need a lot more than a hotel room, so thank you again. But yeah, so got here, got everything set up. I'm here super early. It's 6:50, so yes, I can maybe get everything cut and edited by 8:30 and go to sleep. And then 56 miles tomorrow. I've got stops after that, like I can go 56, 80, or 104 or something. So just depending on how I feel and what the wind's doing and all the variables that come into play when you're riding a bicycle across the United States, I'll be able to kind of determine what to do. But I know I'm at least going to have to make it 56 tomorrow. So it's going to be a full day of bike riding and nothingness. There's just nothing that's in between here and there. No services at all. But today was really nice. Those hills just snuck up out of nowhere earlier, and they were fun. Again, I really enjoyed that part of the ride. Then being able to come into Great Bend here, which is a larger city on the trail now. You know, it's not Pueblo or anything, but it has a McDonald's, and it has, you know, Arby's and all that kind of stuff. Bike shop. So it's kind of nice, honestly, to have a few of these sprinkled throughout and not just be in little towns all the way across the, you know, the map. But yeah, I am excited. I am so looking forward to being able to get some extra sleep tonight, wake up early, and knock out these miles tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here for the night. So if you know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me on Facebook, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama, and I would love to ride for your person for a day and celebrate their life with you. If you know anybody who is actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction, and I know you don't either, and so let's use YouTube as a tool to hopefully save a life. If you know anybody who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in it together, and I definitely need the recovery community's prayers and support as much as I pray for and support the recovery community. And then last but not least, don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I will leave a donation link in the description. You can go there and donate once. You can donate monthly. It's whatever the Lord puts on your heart. If He puts it on your heart just to pray, then just pray. It's going to take a lot more prayer to get through Kansas. This state is so long and there's just nothing here. But it's not as bad as Wyoming. At least I can eat the corn if I'm famished. Can't eat sagebrush, and I haven't seen any in so long. I almost recorded some video earlier and said, you know, I kind of missed, but I'm not even going to say it. I don't ever want to see that plant again. So anyway, from here in Great Bend, Kansas, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.